Welcome to Varsity. I'm Bob Przybylo. Joining me as always is Scott Wright. Well, Scott, it's the quarterfinals and the semifinals, but before we get to those, we'll look back at last week, and then we'll tell you what we're looking for this week, and then of course we'll let you know where we're going to be at this weekend. Scott, let's look back to last week. What stood out to you?
You know, there were obviously a ton of good games, as always when you get this far into the playoffs. But one performance that really stood out was the Bethany Broncos. First of all, going on the road to win 2 games, and now they finally get a home game against Cassia Hall this week. But at Plainview last week, they fall behind 21-7 in the first half, and that defense, which has been kind of in the shadows a little bit, hasn't really gotten a lot of publicity. A very good Bethany defense came out and held Plainview to negative yardage in the second half. No first downs, 3 big turnovers, and set up good field position for the offense early in the third quarter. And the Broncos just went crazy from there and finished it off 31-21. It's a really good team. We'll see what they can do this week against Cassia.
Bethany gave Heritage Hall quite a run for its money, but as the Chargers showed last week and as they've showed the entire season, when they're tested, that's when they come up big the most. Last week I was at the game against Bridge Creek. It was a great atmosphere, and Chargers really put it on them, 34-0. Barry Sanders returned. He wasn't at his best, but the emotional lift was huge. Sterling Shepard was back. He did play well. He had 2 touchdowns and an interception, and this is a team that once again is finding its groove at just the right time. Now, Scott, looking forward to this week, what are you looking at?
You know, Millwood is a team that I'm interested to see if this is the point of the season when we start to see them getting tested week in and week out. You get to the quarterfinals and you're expecting some good competition. Stroud comes to Millwood this week, last home game for all of those seniors on that Millwood team. So definitely going to be playing with some emotion. Stroud is a team that runs the ball well, stops the run well, but I would expect Millwood to try to air it out quite a bit. We'll see how Stroud handles that. We'll see if this is when the tests begin for Millwood. If not, I would certainly expect one next week, most likely Hennessy. That's a really good defense.
And you're looking at a quarterfinal matchup. I'm looking at a 6A semi with Lawton and Union. I picked Lawton last week to beat Broken Arrow. That turned out to be correct. And, you know, I really, really want to pick the Wolverines in this one, but history just tells you that Redskins are going to pull this one out. It's going to be a great game. I definitely think that Lawton's a lot better than the team that lost to Union last year, but Union, ever since that Bartlesville scare, has been on a roll, and I don't know if this is the year for Lawton. It's been a fantastic season. They're 12-0 going into this game, but I think they're going to come up just a little bit short. And finally, Scott, where can we find you this week?
I have no idea. We'll find out on Friday. I've got a couple of games that I'm looking at. Millwood, that game against Stroud, or the Douglas game. Either one. That Douglas game at Southeastern against Broken Bow is going to be a heck of a ball game. I will flip a coin maybe and see where I end up this weekend.
I won't be flipping a coin. On Friday, I will be at Stillwater for Guthrie and Booker T. And then Saturday, I get to return to my roots. Going to watch a little 8-man with Dewar and Cherokee at Dell City. Well, Scott, we appreciate you joining us. That's all the time we have for this week. But you can check us out every day at newsok.com/varsity for the best high school coverage anywhere.